Okay, yeah, I'll do the state. Yeah,
Okay.
so just send me a picture.
Okay, good deal. So Commissioner Rolfe, I know, has to leave at 4, and that's about when we're going to wrap up. So as soon as he gets here,
Okay.
I'll bring him to you so we could do it
Oh,
on
that'll
the front
perfect.
end.
I'll record it and then I can just feed it back.
Is that okay?
Before I play, that would be perfect.
Perfect.
I think Rolf is here.
Is he already
I
here?
believe he is here. Okay. But he's in
It might be better to put it.
You doing the video?
Yeah.
Nigel?
Jerry?
Jerry, nice to meet you. Christian Lane. Are you doing the news or?
Good afternoon, everybody. We need a bell. Is that raining? All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Can you all hear me?
They'll start coming in now.
I know. We dialed in the rain just in time to get ready to start. So. I would like to thank everybody for taking your time to join us today. I'll go ahead and get this ceremony started. It is starting to rain, so try and squeeze under the tent if you want to stay dry. So my name's Doug Lawyer. I'm Vice President of Economic Development with the Knoxville Chamber. Thank you so much for taking your time to join us for this celebration today. We are beyond excited to welcome IGT Technologies officially to the city of Knoxville. So the mission of the Knoxville Chamber is pretty simple. It's 4 words: to drive regional economic prosperity. And we do that by building a robust ecosystem that fuels growth and creates employment opportunities for our region, which we're here to celebrate today. We're proud to celebrate companies like IGT Technologies who are committed to investing not only in their community, but also in their workforce. We have several elected officials that took the time to join us today, and I would like to point those out. Senator Massey is here. Thank you. Senator Richard Briggs is here. State Representative Eddie Manis is with us. And our Register of Deeds, Nick McBride. Thank you for joining us, Nick. So, whenever you get to a moment like this, it's important to recognize everybody that had a part in the process. This does not happen certainly by the Chamber alone. Certainly great partners like the State of Tennessee, Department of Economic and Community Development, TVA Economic Development. Derek Collins is here. Thank you, Derek. Ginger Armstrong from the American Job Center. I saw her somewhere here. Thank you for joining us, Ginger, and helping out to staff this firm. Providence Commercial Real Estate, Jake Hobble, had a big part in helping IGT Solutions Technologies to find this location. I do want to thank out our regional economic development partner, the East Tennessee Economic Development Agency. Brad Maw is here. Brad, thanks for your support on this project. And then certainly our project manager, Caleb Knight. He saw this one from start to finish, so thank you and congrats on getting it to the finish line. And I'd be remiss if I didn't thank every chamber investor that's out there. They're not all here today, but without your support of what we're doing, we simply can't do what we do. So thank you so much. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the chief cheerleader for the state of Tennessee, the state of Tennessee's Commissioner of Economic and Community Development, Mr. Bobby Rolfe.
Doug, thank you very much. As Doug said, my name is Bobby Rolfe, and I have the great privilege to represent our Department of Economic and Community Development for the great state of Tennessee. And I bring Governor Bill Lee's great wishes for this great announcement. He is back in Waverly, Tennessee today. I hope you will keep our community back in Middle Tennessee in your thoughts and prayers. 17 inches of rain within a 24-hour period is absolutely devastating, and so that's why he is not here, and he sends his very best. And so today it's a great privilege on behalf of ECD to announce that IGT Technologies is expanding their footprint here in Knoxville, Knox County, specifically adding 200 great family wage jobs and investing about $4 million of capital. So to the team at IGT, so you'll hear from the COO of IGT just in a moment, but just if I could just share with you a little bit about this great company. And this is a company that has been operational in the U.S. for the last 15 years. This is a company that has over 13,000 professionals across the globe. This is a foreign direct investment company that operates in 10 countries. and has basically through 20 delivery centers. Now, the great news is Governor Lee talks about every day creating high-quality jobs. And today, this is another great example. These are high-quality, high-skilled IT jobs. And as we look around, look at what's going on in the great city of Knoxville and the county, the technology corridor and the technology DNA is here. And so I congratulate our team on the ground. I congratulate our mayors and the leadership, because again, at the end of the day, these are the kind of quality jobs. And I say that to you because A, as I said, they're high paying jobs, and B, it's about the quality of life that we talk about. So when I joined the state about 4.5 years ago, the conversation was, well, ECD, what kind of incentives do you have to offer? And I'm talking economic incentives. Well, the great news is we at ECD have a fantastic relationship with our members of our General Assembly who have been very supportive. And to the senators and representative, thank you very much for supporting ECD, because you allow us, through the funding and the budgeting mechanism, allow us to do what we do every day. So it's a great partnership. And then after it was about incentives, then it became about workforce development. And of course, this is one of these great communities that really doesn't have a problem delivering the quality workforce and the numbers and the job skills that are required. But more importantly today, Alan Boyd and I think we were talking about this in an earlier meeting, it's about livability. And ladies and gentlemen, Knoxville, this area, Knox County, highest livability index. So congratulations to everybody around this, under this tent. This is really actually a lot cooler than where we were this morning. So while it's an inconvenience, I must say this is about 20 degrees cooler, Doug. So anyway, I just also, before I step away, I want to thank our team at ECD. So Gary Human, Gary, thank you very much for what you do in helping us. And you talked about Caleb. Where's Caleb? He's a former ECD. Who else is a former ECD person? Okay, well, Caleb, welcome to the club. Okay? And to Michelle. And then I'm going to also again say thank you to the mayors and to Doug, because at the end of the day, it's about leadership. And in this world, for those of you that aren't familiar with the world of economic development, every project is competitive. And so with that, I'm going to ask my friend and colleague and great recruiting partner, the great mayor of the city of Knoxville, Mayor Kennedy, if you could please come forward.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Rolfe, for being here today. I always glad to see you, because when you're in town, it means more good news for the city of Knoxville and our community. So thank you for all your support for making this possible. I also want to thank our legislators for being here and for all the work that you do to bring economic development to Knoxville, and our city council members. I don't think any of them could make it right now, but they're big supporters of all of our economic development measures. Including my Chief of Economic and Community Development, Stephanie Welch, and Rebecca Jane Justice, her deputy. I'm so grateful to welcome IGT to Knoxville. I'm so glad to see you all here in your matching shirts. I had a brief opportunity to meet with your COO. What's your name again? Akil. Welcome to Knoxville, and he told me something that's music to my ears, that he is a leader of an international company, and so you go to countries and communities all across the globe, and you said this, I don't know if you're just, flattering me, but you said you spent more time in Knoxville because you and your wife love the community and love the city, so thank you for saying that. That's part of our job, is to make that true, so welcome, and stay as long as you want. Stay as long as you want. I do think that one of the things Commissioner Rolfe said is that our quality of life, people come here because of jobs and education, and we have great resources in both of those environments, but they stay for the quality of life. We've got great schools, we've got great recreational opportunities, we've got the Smoky Mountains, we've got our urban wilderness, great parks. So come for the jobs, stay for the quality of life. It's a great place to raise your family, a great place to grow your business. And I'm really thrilled that we are adding, because of IGT's $4 million investment, already 200 new jobs, and maybe hundreds more. So that's great news. also a champion for greener investments and sustainable investments. So when you have redevelopment of an existing property, that's also good news for our city and sustainability and for people's access to the jobs. We're really close to existing infrastructure. That's good news for our sustainability goals, which is also really important to attracting talent and recruiting and retaining people. They care about the quality of life and that it's a sustainable quality of life. So business expansions that connect our neighborhoods, that create equitable jobs. I'm thrilled to hear that these jobs have such great starting wages, and someone was talking to me about career paths. You might start as an agent and end up being a leader of the company. And that is really important because right now in our labor market, it's a good time to be looking for a job, and people can afford to be choosy. So it's good that IGT is offering these career paths and great quality of life and great salaries. So here's some good salaries and good benefits. And I know with the new jobs that you bring, you're going to bring new people to stay in Knoxville and bring new people to our community, and they in turn will contribute their time and talents to strengthen our schools and our community agencies. And it's especially reaffirming when a cutting-edge international company expresses confidence in our local partnerships, our chamber, our business community, and the ready available talent and know-how of our workforce. Knoxville for years has been building a reputation for both the technical skills of our residents and also for our entrepreneurial can-do attitude. So IGT and Knoxville make for a wonderful match. With IGT's significant investment, we are continuing to grow our local tech industries, and I'm so happy to welcome IGT's unique services to Knoxville. I look forward to seeing the Customer Experience Incubation Lab and its support for our startup companies. We have a growing number of entrepreneurs and startup companies, particularly in the tech industry, so I know that a lot of them need help with they have their idea and they need help with all those back office and customer support things that IGT can offer. So to our local officials, our educators, our chamber, Caleb and your team, Doug, Mike Odom, thank you for all your work bringing great jobs to Knoxville. And now it is my pleasure to introduce, on behalf of Knox County Mayor Glenn Jacobs, Dwight Vandebeek.
Thank you, Mayor Kincannon, Commissioner. I think, Mayor, the last time you and I were together under this sort of circumstance was for the kickoff of the 2021 Dogwood Arts Festival. Oh, yeah. And it was just the opposite. It was freezing cold. Everybody was all bundled up, and they were all wearing masks. So I know it's hot, but it's great to see all of you, and it's great to be here with you today on behalf of Mayor Glenn Jacobs. I heard a little bit of thunder in the background, and I think that's the higher power's way of suggesting to me that I be brief. So brief I will be. We are thrilled with this expansion. We are thrilled to have such a great corporate partner. I'm going to try to do this from memory, but I believe the IGT company values were integrity, customer focus, and forward thinking, and that is absolutely the kind of corporate citizen with their 13,000 plus employees across the globe that we would want to have in Knox County, Tennessee, and in Knoxville, Tennessee. We are thrilled to have you here. The other thing that I would say, just to touch on something that I think is always worth noting, this accomplishment occurred, as you've heard, the work of our state and local economic development officials, the support of our General Assembly, the support of our local officials, the support of our chamber. This good work, all of this was done under the most difficult of circumstances. I think it's worth noting that 2020 and 2021 have been difficult years, and yet here we are today celebrating this fabulous expansion, this great new corporate presence, and we are thrilled to have IGT here. I think it is an even bigger accomplishment under the difficult year that we've had, and congratulations again. So with that, again, I'll ask you to pronounce your name. It is my pleasure to introduce Akil.
Thank you so much for the introduction. So once again, I know it's a difficult name to pronounce and more difficult to remember. So my name is Akhil Agarwal. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for IGT Solutions. We are a global company present in 10 different countries, headquartered in India. Close to about 13,000 people is an old number now. We are close to about 14,000 now. We hired about 1,000 people in last few months across the globe. But it's been a really humbling moment to stand in front of all of you and really share that special occasion for IGT. Thank you for coming over here. Really appreciate it. I'll give you a quick background. So just about 4 months ago, 5 months ago, in our leadership meeting, we were talking about new location where we need to really expand IGT. This was back in India. And we all thought that we should start a center here in the US. While we have been present and working in the US for a long time, but we never had a large presence, large physical presence. We had people working in Omaha, people working in Atlanta, Chicago, California, but never had a large center. So we thought that this would be probably a good time to really start a center here in the US. And internally, all our leadership team was very excited about it. We talked to a few consultants and everybody challenged us. Are you guys crazy starting a new center during pandemic? And that too in the US. But we were all very convinced because of the requirements for a lot of our customers. We thought that this would be a great country to start a new center, new location. So I moved in here with 2 of my colleagues from India 3 months ago. We did not know anybody here locally. We did not, we were kind of evaluating between different locations as to which location should we set up. We evaluated on various parameters, and Knoxville and Tennessee came ahead on a lot of those parameters. So thank you for all the support that you guys provided in giving me all the information and convincing my executive leadership team that this will be a location where we'll start a center. And 3 months ago, nobody in Knoxville knew about us. So I reached out to my friend Caleb, saying that can you lend us out your space so that we can recruit few people? Because people were questioning that who is this company which has come to Knoxville trying to hire 200 people in a month's time period? Is this a scam? Especially when people talk an Indian accent and call people, can you come and work for us? And by the way, we don't have any office. We are not known here. So you can imagine the reaction. So Caleb was really helpful, and he said that you can really come to our office. He offered the conference room a lot of coffee and said you can interview from there, and you can invite people to come to our office for interview. So we did that. And we were staying in a hotel room. So I had a lot of computers getting delivered to my hotel room. So you can imagine the reaction of people in the hotel that all of a sudden 50 laptops coming in. Trying to figure out that what do these guys up to. But 3 of us really were lucky enough to find a right team and a great partnership in the chamber as well as the state government. And that we were able to really build the team. We were able to find a beautiful location. This is one of the best locations that we have across the globe. So really thank you. This is wonderful location that my sales team is very excited about. They really love this location. They like to bring customers over here. So it's been an amazing journey for the last couple of months. Our vision is to be the greatest customer experience company across the globe. That's what our vision is. And I think with the talent availability and the support and the ecosystem that you have, I feel very strongly that we can build a customer experience incubation center here where we can bring in companies from all over US to really experience what it is like to really build a customer experience team. This can become a showcase for us to really bring in a lot of startups here. And as a result, we hope to create a lot more jobs over the next 5 years. So I'm really very excited about it, and so is our leadership team. We look forward to building the talent here in the local community. We are enjoying the stay here as you talked about, and where you talked about, it was not something that I just said. It really is that I love the greenery over here. I love the environment, and the most beautiful part is it rained. In India, whenever a good occasion starts, you start something good. If it rains, that means this is a good omen. So I'm really happy that right now the rain gods are with us. So really very excited. Reaching a major milestone like this is never done alone. I want to really thank my team. Karen is here, Mike is here, Amy is here, and the rest of the team, and Reed. All of these guys really helped us build the local team in a very short time period. We already have about 150 people here, and we plan to hire about 150 more in the next couple of months. And if my wish comes true over the next 5 years, I want to create a lot more jobs here. And I really want to thank the local team. I must express my gratitude and sincere appreciation for my friends. As I said, that I came here when I did not know anybody, but now I can say that I have a lot of friends and a family here, which really stands behind me and supports me and IGT leadership. And as I think Caleb and Gary talked about and Doug talked about earlier when I was meeting with them, that partnership doesn't end here. Partnership is just starting at this point in time, and I really enjoy meeting with each one of you, so really thank you. And as we do as part of our tradition, and we talked about green, so I really want to recognize few people and thank on behalf of IGT. So I'll start with you, Caleb. Thank you so much. And by the way, the flower actually is, I picked up this flower pot because the flower really depicts the blossoming partnership that we have between IGT and the local teams and chamber as well as the state government. Gary? Thank you so much, Gary. Chuck? But I hope you do take it back. Mayor. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Senator Miss. And thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate you taking time and come over here to really join in this celebration and grace the occasions. Thank you so much. Please do have some food. We have some food inside. Please don't go away, please. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much again, everybody, for attending. Akil, thank you for your investment in hiring our friends and neighbors. I love the background story. Every economic development project has a story of how it got from the beginning to this point. So anytime you need a cup of coffee, come see us at the chamber. We got you covered. We are going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony. So it's going to be over by the front door. For those that participate in the program, our electeds, please join us, and we'll cut the ribbon quickly.
Better hurry, it's pouring right over there.
Excuse me, everyone. A little bit of change of plans, of course. This is great news, right? Good, right? We're going to do the ribbon cutting under here. Okay? Yep. Okay. So we're just going to move some chairs out of the way. feel free to say anything you need up here, okay?
All go out there and just dance in the rain. Come on. Who's with me?
I'll try and keep doing my best to keep it alive. I'm sure I.
Wow.
It's kind of an Indian tradition.
Yeah. I like that the omen was rain is a good omen.
We're gonna have to dry everybody out for we're gonna rip each other.
It's a good omen.
Yeah, just say, you're gonna have the most successful location right here.
And perfect timing.
That's right. As soon as they finished it, it started, so that's great. All right, what about this wall right here? This glass wall right here? Right here, AJ.
Yes, it is cooler. Oh, I see where it's at. Could we do it again?
That's new one. There's some out there.
I didn't even.
Good omen. It's a good
That's
omen.
right.
Good omen.
I think we got more than one.
That would be the most successful business out here.
So perfect timing.
And now, in the nature of entrepreneurship,
So, what do you want to do? Do it
Great. I didn't even know it was expected to rain. I do. Yeah, I thought you were going to be here all day. I thought it was hard.
Are you guys okay? Do you need
Yeah, we're just
anything?
trying to figure out where they're doing the ribbon
We
cutting.
will do it in here after we're moving some tape. I'm Amy, by the way, if you need anything. I'm the hiring.
They are more like
I'll just, I'm suggesting that we'll line up right here.
Probably be better if we were shooting instead of.
Go over there, because that's where the cameras are going to be.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest that. I don't want to shoot into the window. Although this one will require a roof light balance. Yeah. And I've got a. Don't let them put the ribbon. I'm going to put my
You're facing towards me where you are. Exactly where you are.
So we're facing off. I was just going over the camera. People say two different directions.
We're going this way, right?
Right there.
University, my husband's in a law there. He went to law school. He lived in Ann Arbor.
Where all they have there, where they have their.
Excuse me, sir.
You would all stand right about here. Right here? On that side. Yeah, this is the lineup right here. The sun ribbon will be right here. Mayor, no, you're doing great. It really is.
Just need to bring something in on the left
right.
side.
Right here. Can you squat down in front of him? Go to the back. All right, you can take my spot. Could I? Yes, let's try.
Yeah, I'm a little.
Could you step
It's authentic. It's authentic.
All right, photographers, can you see everyone? Okay, perfect. All right, Mr. Gill, I'm going to have you hold your hands like this for me. All right, y'all go ahead and pull that ribbon tight for me. All right, go ahead and lower it. We're going to slide the ribbon down because I want you to have a little bit of dangle. There we go, perfect. There it goes up. We're in. Pull that tight, Caleb. All right, guys. All right, we're going to do 2 post shots. Go ahead and look at your photographers here. All right, big smiles, guys. Big smiles. All right. I'm going to pose you for your second shot. Everybody ready? Okay, y'all go ahead and lower that ribbon down for me. These are sharp. No pressure. All right, make sure we can see your face. So go ahead and do that. Perfect. All right. All right, guys, y'all go ahead with that second photo. All right. Y'all ready? Ready. Okay. So I'm going to have you turn your hands just a little bit this way. All right, that's perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to count them down. We're going to say 3, 2, 1, cut. And on cut, you cut, sir. You ready? 3, 2, 1, cut!